All right, get this. Imagine your AI could do more than just talk to you. What if it could actually, use your computer for you? Well, on March 23rd, Anthropic quietly dropped a feature that does exactly that. They've let their AI, Claude, take the wheel. It can open your apps, browse the web, and get stuff done just like a person would. This is a huge deal, so let's get into the full breakdown.
No, seriously, just think about that for a second. What if your AI wasn't just some chatbot stuck in a window? What if it was an active partner, sitting right there with you, using your tools to actually finish your tasks? That's the future we're talking about, and it just landed. It's a massive leap forward in how we're all going to interact with AI.
So this new capability, which Anthropic is calling computer use, is a total game changer. Seriously, Claude is no longer just a text generator in a box. It's now an active participant on your device. It can take real action. We're talking launching apps, filling out spreadsheets, navigating complicated websites, all by itself. Okay, so what does this really mean in practice? Well, it's a fundamental shift in what an AI assistant can even be. Think of it like this. It's the difference between an AI that gives you directions on how to build a shelf and an AI that just, picks up the tools and builds the shelf for you. And you can really see the evolution right here. Before this, Claude was a fantastic code assistant, right? It would write code for you. But now it's a true AI agent. It can take that code, actually build the application, run all the tests, and make sure everything works end to end. It's a proper hands-on partner in the whole development process. And this opens up some absolutely incredible possibilities. We're talking about building and testing native apps from the ground up, automating really complex UI flows, and even visually debugging layout issues, because the AI can literally see the screen. It can work with tools that only have a graphical interface, think design software, and even get into proprietary apps that don't have an API. It's wild. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This sounds amazing, but how do I actually get my hands on it? Well, how you get it depends on your operating system. So let's walk through the steps. All right, first up, let's talk to the Mac users. If you're on a Claude Pro or Max plan, you are in luck. You can get access to the official research preview right now. And getting it set up is super easy. It's just a simple 3-step process. First, you'll update your Claude Code instance by pasting a command into your terminal. Then, once you're inside Claude Code, you just type MCP to pop open the menu, and finally, you select the computer use option, grant it permission, and boom, you're all set. Okay, now for all my Windows and Linux people out there, don't worry, you have not been forgotten. While the official version isn't ready for you just yet, there's an awesome, totally free, open source substitute on GitHub that gets you pretty much the same power. This tool is called Dev Browser CLI, and it works in a slightly different way. Instead of trying to see the screen and mimic mouse clicks, it interacts with your browser by writing and running automation code directly. And this method is actually a lot faster and way more reliable than agents that just rely on visuals. And setting this up is also super straightforward. You just need to have Node.js installed. After that, it's just 2 quick commands in your terminal. One installs the package, the other installs the browser stuff. Then you're ready to call the agent right from your Claude prompt. So all of this sounds great in theory, right? But what does it actually look like when you put it to work? Let's check out a real-world example to see just how powerful this really is. So check this out. You can give Claude a pretty complex task, something like, hey, build me a movie tracker from scratch in Google Sheets. And it will just do it. It'll perform every single step. It opens Google Sheets, it creates the tracker, it fills it with sample data, it checks the formulas, and it even takes screenshots to prove to you that it works. It's the whole shebang. And this leads to probably one of the most powerful parts of this whole update, visual debugging. For the first time, it's like your Claude agent has been given a pair of eyes. It can see the user interface it's building. It can identify what's going on, and it can jump right in and fix graphical errors or layout problems on the fly. Okay, this technology is obviously incredible. But before you dive in headfirst, there are a couple of important things to know. The fine print. First off, just remember that the official macOS version is still a research preview. What that really means is it's an early release, it's out there for testing and for them to get feedback. So don't be surprised if you run into a few bugs or limitations while they're still working on it. And second, this is a big one, especially for developers, the rate limits. A lot of people have been burning through their usage caps in Claude Code way faster than they expected. But the good news is Anthropic knows this is a problem. They've heard the feedback loud and clear, and they've said that fixing this is their #1 priority. So, where does this all leave us? What does this mean for the future? I mean, we're walking into an era where our most powerful AI tools can use our computers just as easily as we can. That line between a passive assistant and a truly active, autonomous agent, yeah, it's getting real blurry, real fast. Look, this is way more than just another new feature. It's a completely new way of thinking about how we interact with our computers. It's opening up a whole world of automation that we're only just starting to scratch the surface of. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. With an AI that can build, test, and fix things for you, what's the very first thing you would automate?